Hello, my name is Nestle Benoit. I'm with TransFlorida Real Estate School, and today I will be discussing some test-taking techniques to help you pass your Florida real estate exam. And to illustrate, I'm going to do a few questions. Let's jump right into it. The first question is a contract question, and contracts represent about 12% of your real estate exam. 12%, 12 questions. So I highly recommend you take your time and make study in this section and learn as much as you can, because you will have contract questions on your exam. The first question we have: a contract between the seller of real property and a licensee, in which the seller agrees to pay the licensee a commission for producing a ready, willing, and able buyer, and the licensee agrees to use due diligence in procuring the buyer, is called. Okay, we have plenty of time. So again, I would recommend reading the question again to make sure that we understand the question, what is being asked. A contract between the seller of real property and a licensee, in which the seller agrees to pay the licensee a commission for producing a ready, willing, and able buyer, and the licensee agrees to use due diligence in procuring the buyer, is called. From your studies, you should notice that the question basically defined a listing contract. A listing contract is between the seller and a licensee. Basically, the seller will pay a commission as long as the licensee finds a buyer. And that's what the question is asking. In short, a listing contract is what type of contract? And from our answer choices, we see that two answers have the word bilateral and two answer choices have the word unilateral. We can guess, but we know bilateral is probably between two people because it's bi, and unilateral is one person. And just so that we know, I will give an example of a unilateral contract is, let's say you have someone who lost their cat and they put up a sign saying, "Hey, I'll pay you $1,000 if you find my cat, if you return my cat to me." So if you find the cat, we get $1,000, but you have no obligation to go look for that cat. You don't have to do anything. It's a one-sided promise. But in this question, we see there's two sides. We have a seller and a licensee. The seller promises to pay a commission, and the licensee promised to find a buyer. Two promises makes it a bilateral contract. So we could quickly eliminate C and D as wrong answer choices. Now, if you don't know what executory and executed contract is, you can guess and you have a 50% chance of getting the answer right. But since you're watching this video, you now will know the difference between the two. And let's start with executed contract. An executed contract is a contract that has already settled. There's nothing to do. The house is bought and sold. An executory contract would be in the process. You have a signed contract by both parties that has not settled yet. That would be executory. So in this case, the licensee has not found a buyer yet. So answer A, bilateral executory contract, is the only answer that makes sense. Question 2. Again, I have another contract question, just stressing the importance of contracts. The seller responded to the buyer's offer, proposing changes to some of the terms. In this case, the seller would be we have plenty of time. Let's read the question again and make sure we understand what is being asked. The seller responded to the buyer's offer, proposing changes to some of the terms. In this case, the seller would be. Okay, so again, here, let's see if we can eliminate any wrong answer choices. And looking at A and B, A, B, and C and D, I see counteroffer, amended offer. And from our studies, we should know that an offer can be only accepted, rejected, or counter. There's no such thing as an amended offer. So quickly, I could eliminate answer C and D. And now we have 50% chance of getting the right answer again. So we know that whoever makes the offer is the offerer, and whoever receives the offer is the offeree. So in this case, the seller is making the offer. So the seller will be the offerer giving a counter. So answer B is the correct. Question 3. This question comes from real estate brokerage activities and procedures. Again, this section represents about 12% of your real estate exam. Highly recommend when studying that section in your book to focus on it. You definitely will get 12 questions on your real estate exam in Florida. Under what circumstances may licensee offer an opinion of title? Under what circumstances may a licensee offer an opinion of title? Again, I'm just going to quickly look at the answer choices and see if I can eliminate any obviously wrong answer. And when I do that, it looks like answer D, when the client doesn't wish to consult an attorney. Just because your client doesn't want to consult an attorney doesn't give you the right or obligation to act as an attorney. So, for example, if your client doesn't want to get a home inspection, doesn't make you become the home inspector. So answer D is obviously the wrong answer. So we have a 33% chance now of guessing the right answer if we were guessing from A, B, or C. Chances. To make this a little bit easier, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the answer. Never. A licensee should never offer an opinion of title. So the right answer will be something that basically says never, or something close to that. So answer A, when the licensee develops the opinion of title with the assistance from his employing broker. Well, again, that doesn't say never, but just to clarify, your license as a real estate agent and your employing broker are basically the same license, except for that your broker can hire other agents under him or her. Therefore, you have the same qualifications as your employer broker to service a client. So just because your employer broker helped you develop an opinion of title, which you would not do, but if they did, doesn't make it any more valid than if you did it by yourself. So answer A is wrong. Answer B, when the licensee obtains the opinion of title from an attorney and passes the information onto the client. I mean, a quick reader, it seems like that could be the right answer, but you know that if you hire an attorney, they work for you. So it doesn't make sense for an attorney to tell you something that you have to pass to your client. It should come from the attorney to their client, which is not you, because you're not hiring an attorney. So again, answer B to me is wrong. Answer C, which licensee uses the abstract of when the licensee uses the abstract of title completed by the title company to develop the opinion of title. It's kind of tricky, but it does say the right things. The title company develops the opinion of title. You're not doing anything. So the answer C in this question would be the correct answer. Question 4. This comes from property rights, estate, and tenancy. This represents about 8% of your real estate exam, roughly 8 questions. Again, a good subject to really study and make sure you know before you sit down for your Florida real estate exam. This question: upon the death of owner, a life estate passes to. Let me read that again. Upon the death of the owner, a life estate passes to. And again, I'm just trying to look at the answer choices and see which one I could quickly rule out as the wrong answer. And if I wasn't sure, I could see that answer A, the owner's spouse, and answer D, the owner's heirs are, could be your spouse could be the heirs. So to me, it's like repeating the same answer. So if answer A was right, answer D should be right as well. So therefore, you can't have 2 right answers. So I'm just going to cross out A and D because you can't have 2 answers. And then I'm looking at B and C. Since it's a life estate, meaning that it's a life estate, there's a name for it. That means there was some kind of planning done. And I don't think anyone would actually plan for their estate to go back to the state. So the one that looks the most correct to me is answer C, the original owner or the other named person. So the life estate is basically you have the right to you have the right of ownership for your life or someone else's life. And once the owner has died, it goes back to the original owner or whoever that original owner named as the heir. And that's question 4. I hope these quick tips were useful for you, and you can continue practicing them as you take practice tests. I think the more you're able to eliminate wrong answer choices, the better chances you will have on guessing the correct answer when you don't really know the answer, and score higher and pass your real estate exam.